Found primarily in milk and meat, you help protect my myelin sheath. You need some help to find your way. Eventually, my liver is where you'll stay. Soluble in water, you're absorbed quick. Without you, I would get sick. You also help my blood cells grow. Thanks for the help, my vitamin bro.
Cobalamin, or more commonly known as vitamin B12, is a water-soluble vitamin that serves to assist many biochemical and physiological functions. Vitamin B12 is found naturally in a variety of animal foods. However, plant foods contain no vitamin B12 as they cannot produce it. In everyday life, you can find vitamin B12 in many kinds of meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, such as beef liver, clams, and milk. In addition, vitamins like vitamin B12 can be added into foods, otherwise known as fortified foods. For example, if you take a look at the nutrition facts label on most types of cereal, vitamin B12 is more than likely to be in the label and in your cereal, as most cereals are fortified.
Although it's just a simple nutrient, vitamin B12 carries out a lot of major functions within our bodies. To begin, it is needed for the synthesis of both DNA and RNA, contributing to normal cell formation and division. An important feature among these processes would be the need for methylation reactions, or the addition of a CH3 group to DNA and RNA that regulates how much cells produce of each, and controls the gene expression in our bodies. This methylation dependence further allows vitamin B12 to maintain the myelin sheaths that protect the neurons that send signals among our brain to communicate with our bodies and allow us to operate the way we should. Along with this, vitamin B12 works closely with vitamin B9 or folate in order to carry out other important jobs. Birth defects that are caused by folate deficiency can lead to major brain or neural damage, or spinal cord birth defects, better known as spina bifida. Vitamin B12 works closely with folate to prevent these fetal limitations and recycles any problematic or non-functional folate vitamins that could lead to such negative results. Therefore, we can see that without vitamin B12, our bodies would be in danger of some serious and detrimental problems.
The B12 absorption process is complex, as it requires an intrinsic factor, a compound found in the stomach. The process begins as hydrochloric acid and pepsin, an enzyme, in the stomach's gastric juices separate vitamin B12 from its food source. Vitamin B12 then binds with the intrinsic factor, a glycoprotein, and is absorbed by the small intestine. When this intrinsic factor is inadequate, it can lead to an autoimmune disease called pernicious anemia. This disease is historically fatal. However, now with a large dose of vitamin B12, one can be cured. In this day and age, many people are vegetarians or vegans. Previously mentioned, plants cannot produce B12, therefore do not contain B12. This means that vegetarians and vegans are at risk for a vitamin B12 deficiency. Symptoms and treatments for B12 deficiency are similar, if not the same, to pernicious anemia.
The good news about vitamin B12 is that there is no upper limit, so you can eat all the steak you want. The RDA suggests us to consume about 2.4 milligrams per day, but hey, it's okay to go a little crazy sometimes, as long as you're consuming enough. We hope you learned a little bit more about vitamin B12 and take your consumption of it a little more seriously. Thanks for watching!